Welcome back to Adri's Farmhouse kitchen. Today we are pressure canning beans. I've picked all these beautiful French beans. We've got purple, green and yellow wax beans, and we're going to pressure can this today. I haven't weighed them all yet, so what I'm gonna do, I'm not going to wash it. I'm gonna top and tail and cut it, then wash it, then weigh it, and whatever that's gonna weigh, we're going from there. I have decided to do a hot pack method today to preserve these green beans. So what I have got in this pan behind me already on 6 on my maximum, it's water. We're going to cook the beans for about 5 minutes, drain it and pack the hot beans into warm jars and use the cooking liquid to fill it back up. Also, I'm gonna use some vinegar, basil leaf, garlic and salt as flavoring, and we're going to bring out the pressure canner and we're going to pressure can it. So if you're interested, you are welcome. I just filled up the dishwasher. I am using wide mouth jars. I have got 6 available. So the recipe says I need 1 kilogram per 2 quart jars. So let's see how it goes. I have got 6 jars at the moment, and if we have got more, we'll go from there, friends. I'll definitely got more than 3 kilograms of beans in here, but see how it goes. Whatever leftover we're going to have with tonight's dinner. The pasta meal what I've done yesterday, it is delicious, and I think I could have done with a bit of a like a bean side dish. Now the water is boiling. I'm going to pour the green beans in. I just topped and tailed and cut them kind of like, snapped them in half, quarter. Sometimes I just left it in whole. It all depends on your preference really. So I'm gonna put this back on, wait until this comes back to a boil, and I'm going to cook this for 5 minutes. I got myself comfortable in here and I am just, you know, top and tail. And cut them in half. And I just need to keep my eye on that 5 minutes. It's actually so funny to see how in front of our eyes that purple bean turning to green. Honestly, look. They all now turning green. I leave it here so you can see how this purple bean turned to green. Okay, the time is up. I'm gonna remove the beans and got enough for one more, and then we can start filling the jars. Okay, I am ready now to fill these jars, so I'm gonna start with the one it's definitely now cooled down a touch, so we can fill these jars up. I'm adding 1 basil leaves and 1 clove of garlic and 1 teaspoon of salt and 2 tablespoons of vinegar to each jar. I try to pack it as tight as we can. And then we're gonna use up the cooking water to fill these jars up. Oh, you know, I forgot to weigh. I haven't weighed it, the green beans. So I'm actually not sure how much we started with. The jars literally just came out of the dishwasher, so they are warm. It's so important. I'm adding 2 tablespoons of vinegar to each jar and then a teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt as well. One bay leaves each. Not bay leaves, basil. And cloves of garlic. There you go. And fill these jars. I've already put some water in the pressure canner. Put the lid on. We don't want this to come to a boil, but you know, just to be hot. And we need a ladle. To fill these jars. Wiping the rims. Put my finger in there, run it through, make sure there's no cracks or anything, and I'm just putting a 2-part lid on. The second one, it's fingertip tight and it is now ready to go to the canner. And we're going to pressure can this for 25 minutes. So first things first, put all the jars in a canner, build up the pressure, vent for 10 minutes, and then put the jiggy on. And when that reaches the 10 pounds, the pressure, that's when we're gonna count the minutes down on 25 minutes. There you go. I have decided on freezing those beans as already they are blanched. That'll be perfect. So I just put the date and green beans on it. I put enough for a meal for me and Al. And we're ready. Perfect. Sealed nicely? Yes. While I'm waiting for the pressure canner, I thought I might as well start the freeze dryer. So I've already had this marrow we picked quite a few days ago now, needs processing. So we are going to fill the freeze dryer. Ideally, I would love to fill both. So if this not fills both, I go out, because I still got plenty outside, and grab another one. That could be another job ticked off our list. And I still need to make sauerkraut at some point and cheese. I thought I might just take a time now and tell you about our holiday plans. So very soon I'm going to Croatia. I've never been to Dubrovnik. So me and my family decided, why don't we go to Dubrovnik end of the summer as a family vacation? So that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna meet there. They come in from Slovakia and I'm coming from England. And we meet there. We're gonna have a lovely week together. And then when we come back, friends, probably we're gonna do a garden tour, because I love coming back from holiday straight to the garden and, you know, just see what the garden's doing. I try to cut this like a similar size. And then we're gonna do a lot more canning and preserving and cooking and baking until about October time, when I've got another holiday booked for a week. And this time it's like a health retreat that me and my husband go in England. And we're gonna have a lovely week in a lovely hotel. Some lovely speakers coming along. I'm really looking forward to it. Okay, this is now getting close to the steam. We need to wait 10 minutes before we put the jiggy on. Oh, I can see the jiggy. Okay, and then we come back from there. And hopefully we're not gonna have frost by then, so we can still carry on doing our gardening, preserving, cooking, baking, homestead chores, and then it's time for another holiday. And this time we're going back to the Maldives. for the 8th times. And this island we've already been, so we know exactly what to expect. It's been a lovely island. I know this is a little off topic of my vlogs, but if you're interested about holidays as well, you are welcome. I like you, bring you along, friends. So we are going with British Airways, first class, if you're interested. We go in Jet 2 to Croatia. And I've just found out we're actually gonna stay a night. It's early flight, it's 7 o'clock. So we are staying at the Ibis Hotel in Birmingham. And I booked the holiday as a package holiday with Jet 2. And I just found out recently that we can drop your checked baggage, your suitcase off a night before if your flight is till in the morning, till 12 p.m. So I thought that was really good. So we leave probably a day before. Okay, I'm gonna count down for 10 minutes. So 2:30. So I thought that's really good. So taxi can drop us off right to the, entrance of the departures. We drop the luggage off, and then we can just check into the hotel, have a nice meal, early night, because probably we're gonna have to get up about 4 a.m. anyway, because our flight is 7 in the morning. And I thought that's really cool. I've also pre-booked our meal. You can do that with Jet 2. Shouldn't be too long, I think about 4 hours the flight is. So these are the holiday plans for this year, friend. And next year, I'm already planning. So I've already got one booked. Beginning of the year, now February time, we go cruising on a luxury yacht around the Seychelles. We've never been to the Seychelles, so this is like a new destination for both of us. What we're super excited about. And I cannot wait to bring you along if you're interested, friend. So it's gonna be about a week around the island of the Seychelles, where we're gonna visit the turtles, I love nature and animals, so anything to do with animals, and I would love it. So we're gonna have a lovely time. Okay, the pressure canner is now getting close. So a few more minutes before we put the jiggy on. We can actually, I'm gonna start turning one of the freeze dryer on as well. So before our holiday, I really would like to make a sauerkraut as well, because we harvested all that cabbage still in the fridge, friend, that needs to be dealt with. I think I'm gonna take all these to the goats. The moment it's in a compi bin. Try to not to overlap it too much. So just like that. I can probably do 2 rows. So when this is finishes, it's gonna end up like this. And I'm gonna get the jar from the pantry and we're gonna blitz this to flour. Keep filling that jar up, friend, so we can bake with it around Christmas time. I haven't quite got Christmas planned yet for this year, but we'll get there. It's only August. So please don't hate me for mentioning Christmas. I love Christmas. There you go. Well, thank you so much for spending time with me today. Pressure canning and freezing the green beans. I just cannot believe how much green beans we've got in the garden. So we've got plenty for sure now, and I'm sure when we come back from holiday we're gonna have a lot more again, so we need to come up with some more recipes. At the moment I'm just blitzing now all the courgettes now being freeze dried to courgette / marrow flour, and I've got at this point 2 massive full jars now, so that's gonna be excited to cooperate in our baking through the winter months. You know, I've never blanched and freeze-dried green beans, or if I have, I can't remember, so that'll be interesting how that's gonna turn out now when we're gonna defrost it and gonna cook with it. And yeah, I hope you getting excited same than me about my holidays. I absolutely love going on holidays, and I like bringing you along as well. So I'll hope you all have a wonderful day and see you very soon. Bye friends!